Good morning. How do you do? I suppose you're here for some camera and lens reviews, so carry on. What's up YouTube? Welcome back. It's another review. It's time to look at another lens. So if you didn't see the last video, I reviewed the Minolta 70-210. It's an A-mount lens. It's actually vintage, about 30 years old. I'll put the link right above so you can watch that one. Today we're going to go through an all-purpose lens that many of you might be interested, and that is the Tamron 24-70 2.8. In this case, we're using the Canon mount with the Metabones 5 adapter. So as you can see, we're using the A7R II today. We were filming on that one last time, but I wanted to use it on this one because I do weddings a lot, and this is one of my go-tos. So I got this one off of B&H, but this is a very popular lens. It's a good alternative to the Canon 24-70. It's very sharp. You don't lose out on image quality. It's 24-70, 2.8, and throughout the whole zoom range, we've got excellent image quality. And I'll put some samples up, video as well as images for you to check out. So like I said last time, the cool thing about using Sony is you're not limited to Sony lenses. If you're looking into getting something used, maybe you don't want to spend so much up front, I recommend trying this one out. As you'll see in my samples, the images look great. You can actually use autofocus for video when you're using the advanced mode on the adapter. So let's get right down to the good stuff. This lens has full autofocus capability when you're using your Sony camera. Of course, you want to use one that has the most phase detection points available. When you use the A7R II, you have about 60 to 70% of the center available for you to use for autofocus, and it's near instant. It will struggle a little bit in low light depending on the situation, but I've used this lens for events, for weddings, and I've had no issues at all. So I'm going to show you some quick autofocus tests right here on this table, and you'll see for yourself. Alright, so we'll do the test. We're going to focus on the vase. This is at 24 millimeters. You see, almost instant capture. I'll zoom in to 70. Take some sample shots for you. So you see, it's not going to be as fast as the native, but it is pretty fast. It's almost instant, as you can see. In perfect lighting, this you'll have no problems. Even in low lighting, I did a recent event not too long ago where I used this same lens with a flash, and I had no issues. Alright, so now I'm going to zoom all the way in, and then I'm going to move over to the blinds. Similar test we did on the Minolta yesterday. And you'll see, no hunting. Oh, there we go. Similar problem last time with the Minolta when there's nothing clear to focus on. For example, I'm aiming at just a white spot. It's gonna struggle. So I'm gonna aim at this contrasty side. And it struggled there, but it got it. So it has to be a clear target. You see? Now it's starting to work. Aiming at just the highlights wasn't working. Just aim for the doorknob. It's an easier target for the autofocus. Next one, I'm going to do just a quick test so you can see the continuous autofocus. We'll use a little bit more area. So once again, we're aiming at the vase. You see, the autofocus system is pretty responsive on continuous. Alright. Would I recommend it for professional photography? Yes. I used it at a recent event like I mentioned, and I had no issues with it. You do have to learn to use it. Like I said, with the blinds it was struggling, but most of the time it's going to catch on. You can use face detection, continuous autofocus. You have plenty of autofocus points to use this with, and you can feel pretty safe with it. So when using an adapter, you can use the MC11 or the Metabones. I'm using the Metabones because it's weather sealed now and it matches the weather sealed lens, so I have no issues there. But like I mentioned, there's two modes on this adapter. One is what they call the green mode, which will use the phase detection really quick. If you're going to use this for video, you have to switch it over to advanced mode. And the video does work. It's a little bit slow, but like you'll see in the sample footage, it's not that bad. I hope this video helped you in deciding which 24-70 to get. I know the Sony version is $2,000. So sometimes when you're being budget friendly or being conscientious about how much you're spending, you don't want to jump in to a $2,000 purchase. So I would recommend you rent this lens. If you don't have the adapter, rent the adapter as well. Test it out yourself and see how reliable it is. For portraits, even easier. There's not that much movement from your subject, so focus is going to be really easy. So I hope you liked this video. Go ahead and hit a like if you liked it, and comment below which lenses you like to see. And I'll be reviewing more of my Canon lenses very soon, and hopefully the 28-75 Tamron as well. See how that works out.